We'd like to keep you informed with things that you can benefit from, including sharing helpful money tips. One of our favorite financial experts is here to talk about renting versus owning a home. We welcome back Bryan to Virginia this morning. All right. I'm a little confused. All right, all my life,
there you go.
I've heard,
what's wrong with you?
Exactly, if you are renting a home, you're throwing away your money. You could be buying a home. And here, number one on your list, you may not be throwing away your money.
Yes, I love it when...
What's wrong with that?
When we get universities to do research that dispel myths that we have followed for years. But in actuality, when the study was done, which I have believed all the time, that it shows that actually when buying a home, it does help you save, but you can actually build wealth in other ways. As a renter, you could outpace the homeowner. It's in wealth building, and that's the key.
There's some changes that coming down the line too that may, the deduction on your taxes and all of that stuff may be changing too, right?
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because with that change, they're also suggesting that the standard deduction would be doubled. So in order to actually write off your mortgage interest, you have to itemize your deductions anyway. And Bill, the majority of Americans don't even itemize. Right. So they're taking the standard deduction. So this change could help homeowners because their standard deduction will double if this happens, and renters, their standard deduction will be doubled. But the important part is if you are a renter, it's what you do with the money that matters. So if you take the difference between the cost of renting and the cost of owning, especially when you look at like maintenance and taxes that would go along with and home improvements and things, take those things out, in addition to take the lump sum that you would have to put as a down payment in many cases to purchase a home, and you invest that. That's what the researchers did.
And the differences can be vast. I'm just thinking about it because, you know, you say you pay $800 a month in rent.
That's right.
Say you pay $800 mortgage. Well, then you've got taxes, the hot water heater breaks, the roof leaks,
that's right.
all the stuff that does happen, and insurance and all the other things that you may not have if you're renting.
And the actual foreclosure rate is higher for people who don't put down a substantial down payment. Right. So that actually, if you take that down payment that you need to put down and put it, and I want to reiterate that, and invest it. So it can really work for you. Historically,
that's a big if.
Historically, yes, because many renters unfortunately take the difference and they buy consumer goods. But you also see that with homeowners, that they'll purchase a home and then they'll start buying a lot of consumer goods, new furniture, TVs, all these new things that are not known for wealth building. So even as a renter, what you want to do is how you invest that money. But imagine if you're a renter, you take that down payment, you're putting that away into a retirement account. Your employer is matching.
Put it away.
Your employer is matching that retirement account in many situations. Historically, your stock investments have outperformed the majority of residential real estate markets in this country. Redfin did research, and they said from 2010 to 2016, and they looked at 24 major metropolitan areas in the U.S. Only 4 of them outperformed the equity markets. Only 4, and of those 4, they were in Northern California and Miami, are known for foreign investors. So the majority of those that did appreciate, those were investment properties.
It wasn't us.
They weren't owner occupied. They weren't us in Virginia. That's right. Yeah. So it's interesting. It's that we actually have not been shown the opportunities of investing enough, that we've kind of been pushed into that home ownership is the only way to go. And it is a guaranteed wealth accumulation process. When this research shows that it is not a guaranteed the best performer in wealth development, but indeed it is a forced savings for many people, like you said. Sarcastically, you were saying, like, how many people actually invest the difference? Yeah. I would argue that there are a lot of people now who are investing the difference.
You know, you say if we could be if there was only somebody that could show us how to do this.
That's right. That's why Virginia This Morning is great. They allowed us this opportunity to share. This is not, look, and this is really good stuff for people to think about. If you are a renter, you are in a position to take advantage of a really strong equity market. Get professional help. Find out about the options and be very careful about how you manage your finances. This shows that it's how you manage your finances is a bigger help to your wealth development than a home purchase.
Okay. JB Bryan. Man, she squared that away. All right, thanks for coming in, JB. JB offers money seminars every Wednesday at noon. That's where you can find out about this stuff. And Sunday evenings, too. The girl works all the time. Workshops are free, but pre-registration is required. If you want more information, you will find it on our show at the website at WTVR.com/VTM by early this afternoon.